Hello everybody, it's Dan Gasway once again with the Pitching Academy. Today I wanted to talk to you very briefly about, I always get a question about when to throw different pitches. At what age does somebody throw a curveball? At what age do they throw a changeup? And the answer to that question is that it varies. It varies greatly depending on when somebody learns how to locate their fastball and that they can actually throw with great fastball mechanics. First of all, let's start off with a fastball. Once you understand the basics of throwing mechanics, and we've spent some time with you here at the Pitching Academy, and you understand the very basics of throwing the baseball, then we can introduce a changeup. I usually don't introduce a curveball the very first pitch. I like that because a curveball, there are many myths about how to throw a curveball, and what I'll eventually do is I'll show them, so the very first pitch I'll show them is a very basic changeup, and I just really introduce a grip, and I try to get into their heads mentally that throwing a changeup, you don't want to force the ball in there and try to slow it down. So I introduce a very easy grip for them to do, even with short fingers or small hands. The first changeup I'll show them is a C change grip, and what you'll do is with the horseshoe part of the baseball is put your middle finger there and your thumb right in the middle of that horseshoe on the other side, so you're splitting the baseball in half, and then these two fingers go evenly between the middle finger, and your pinky can just lay there. You can actually put your pinky there just like that. With this type of changeup, again, I'm just introducing something new to them. It's a new grip, it's a different feel of the baseball, but they'll throw it just like their fastball for the first few times just to get the hang of it. In reality, the only way to get a change of speed on a pitch is to rotate your hand this way or that way. Again, if you saw the last video, you know your fastball, there's your fastball grip, a four-seam grip right there. That's not a fastball, but that is. So you have your four-seam grip right here, and you're going to release the baseball out in front of you like this, like that. There's a changeup, there's an even better changeup. You're going to get more rotation here. But I'll introduce this grip, and then they'll throw it, you know, they'll probably throw it, depending on how old they are, maybe 30, 40, 50 times. And changing that with a fastball. What I'm looking for are the same mechanics, the same rhythm between their fastball and their changeup. If their rhythm changes and they try to slow everything down with their changeup, I'm going to remind them time and time again, your delivery is exactly the same. You get from your balance point to foot strike exactly the same time. It's very aggressive. In order for this changeup to work, you've got to be deceiving. You've got to deceive the batter. You can't deceive the batter by slowing down your arm speed. It slows down automatically with how you rotate the ball, with how the rotation is on the ball at release of the baseball. So let me show you how to do that. When you throw the baseball, you don't want to actually bring a fastball here. When you're throwing the changeup, you don't want to bring a fastball here and change the direction late. You've got to pull the pitch out of your glove early and show the C early. Again, you can have good rotation here at release of the baseball. You can have more rotation. You're going to have better rotation here. It doesn't matter where you release it. If you release it here or here, there you're going to have a little bit more movement, but there's going to be a change of speed if you release it there as opposed to here. The same thing on the opposite side of a curveball. A curveball is pure rotation on the ball, so you're going to release it here, not there. Now I can throw a sinker. A lot of people want to know how to, they ask me all the time. That's really the main reason why I'm making this video, to show the sinker ball anyway. But you take your regular fastball and you throw, and you might raise this middle finger, the social finger, up a little bit higher like that, and then you're throwing really a C change where the C is showing at the glove. You're throwing the C at the glove, and there's your sinker pitch. It's going to come off like this and then sink for you. But again, going back to the age of when to throw a pitch, well, it just depends. Learn solid fastball mechanics first, then a changeup, and then another off-speed pitch. But most people, most students, most kids can learn, they can get away with just a great fastball and a great changeup until they're about 16 years old. Again, I said great, not good, but great. If they're hitting their spots, they're going to keep the hitters off balance. That's your real job as a pitcher anyway, is to keep the hitters off balance. And you're going to do that with a fastball changeup if you hit your spots, if you can control that. The second thing is I would introduce a curve. The third pitch, I would introduce a curveball slider, something unique. Curveball, I like it. People can hit a good curveball, but they cannot hit a great curveball. Many of you have heard me say that time and time again. But that really is the case. When you mix 3 pitches in there, very difficult to hit, very difficult to predict what you're going to throw. Again, what gets a hitter out? Location, change of speed, and movement. When you have those 3 pitches, you're throwing it high in, high low, you're hitting all of your spots. The batter's really guessing 12 different times with 3 different pitches where that ball is going to go. So good luck to you. Today we've got, actually this entire week, you're going to be getting this email tomorrow, which is Monday. This entire week we're going to have the pitching, our baseball DVD series on sale for only $65. So take advantage of that. That has the pitching grips, pitching mechanics. We're going to show you how to throw about 15 different pitches. You're going to learn very good pitching mechanics. We're going to dispel some of the myths with hitting mechanics. Our partner Nate Barnett of the Pitching Academy is going to show you, and the coaches, how to hit better and how to teach hitting a lot better as well. And then we've got the mental side of the game. So take a look on that page below, and best of luck to you. We'll see you tomorrow. Every day this week we're going to be making a video, so we look forward to sending all this information out. Take care.